Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thank you for stopping by to visit with me today and hang out a little bit. I'm crocheting on a sea turtle and it's gonna be huge. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to see this all come together. And that's what I'm working on a lot this week, so I want to get it done to make sure I have enough yarn and see how much yarn I need. Hey friends, thank you for joining me at my desk today. I wanted to show you some progress that I have made on my sea turtle. This is the head of my sea turtle. You see there's an eye over here and an eye over here because the sea turtle's eyes would be on the side of the head. It could have came a few rows, about 2 rows forward, but it's there. It's there. I like how the head is. I mean, this head is the same size as my head, okay? It is going to be huge. Like this, yeah, this head is the same size as my head, if not bigger. I don't know. I don't really think I have a huge head, but yeah, this is a big old head. Here, let's measure the circumference on it. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had a measuring tape right here. Oh, I do. Sometimes you have to look under stuff. I was playing the man right then. I don't see it without moving anything. I'm sorry if any gentlemen are watching. That's just the way my experience in my house, okay? I'm sure you don't do that. Let's see if I can measure this and see. It is, what, 32 inches? No, wait. I didn't have that on inches. I'm sorry. It's hard to maneuver this. But let me see. Okay. Oh my gosh. It is 32 inches around. That's a big head, right? What do you guys think? 32 inches? That is bigger than my head. Okay. That's a lot bigger than my head. Okay. So this sea turtle's head is 32 inches around, and that's the center, you know, from the nose around. Wow. Okay, so anyway, right now I have a really cool ball. Okay, so several of you let me know that there was this yarn in this colorway on Amazon. Unfortunately, it's $13.99, but if I have to, I will order, you know, one skein of it. I don't think I would need more than that, but I'm going to see how this plays out. I'm almost through with this front flipper. I think I have 2 rounds, and basically it's closing it up. But I didn't want to quite close it up yet because I'm not sure. Like, I stuff my plushies really well, and I'm not sure I really want this stuffed that well. I mean, I think it's good enough. I mean, I think it's good. What I believe I'm going to do is make another one, and before I put them on the turtle, I will decide if I need to pull any. I'm not going to finish it just yet. I'm going to hold off finishing it because I want to get the other one made, and then I want to see, like, okay, do I want it that full, or do I want to take some out? I'll decide that whenever I get to that. But this was a full skein of yarn, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. I think this was a full skein of yarn, and that's how much it's used. And I have 2 more rounds that are basically closing it off. I think I have, yeah, just basically closing it off, and then I'll sew it into the turtle as I'm making the turtle, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to put that to the side. I don't think that's enough to make a whole nother fin. I think it will take part of another one. Right here I'm making one of the back flippers, and the back flippers are not as big as this one. They're only 17 rows, and this one is 28 rows. So I know I could get the 2 back flippers made. I think I can get another front flipper, back flipper, and probably start on the body part. I possibly might be able to piece all this together to do it, to get it done. I don't know. And then some people suggested just doing the belly under part of the sea turtle a different color. That would work, but I do want to use the same type of yarn because this is a particular feel, look, and everything to this yarn, and so I don't want to switch to a totally different texture feeling of the yarn. I want it to be the same, but I'm gonna check and see what I might could do with the very belly of it, if I have enough of something that I might could piece together. I was kind of hoping I have enough of this, but I could order that a 1 skein on Amazon. I mean, it's $13.99, and I didn't want to pay the $9.99 in the store. I did not pay that $9.99. I got these when I think they were on sale for like, must have been $3. I remember them being on sale for $3 each. So, yeah. But it's coming along. I hadn't made the tail either. So, but the Sweet Snuggles is the next yarn that I want to purchase to make a turtle. And I think with the Sweet Snuggles, wait, let me look and see what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing a single crochet and an increase. Okay. The Sweet Snuggles is a 7 jumbo yarn, and it has like 109 yards. And thanks to you guys for telling me that. Several of you told me that, and thank you, because I did not know. I was just looking under blanket yarn. I wasn't looking under, for a certain thing. My Michaels, according to online, but we know how that goes, says it doesn't have a lot of the Sweet Snuggle colors in stock, especially the ones I want, but I could get in the store and they might have them. So I plan on going probably like Thursday night and getting some Sweet Snuggles, because I want to see what we have here. And then Friday I'm going to be in Shreveport, and I can go to the Michaels there and get whatever colors I couldn't get at my store. I hope I'm keeping up and doing this right. If not, I'll pull it out and do it again. But anyway, I do want to remind everyone and say this. This Friday, September the 20th at 4 o'clock, I'm going to be at Joann's in Shreveport on Uri Drive for a meet and greet, little party hangout thing. We're going to chat, talk, bring a project to work on. We are going to play some games and just have a good time. I'll have some prizes. So I really want to know how many is going to show up. And I do wish that everyone was close enough and could attend. That would be so much fun. That would be. But I need a clear number of who is going to show up. So I did make a post on then the Facebook group, the Llama Mama, Kayla, and Big Daddy Facebook group. There's a link to it in the description box below. Or you can just go to Facebook and put in Llama Mama, Kayla, and Big Daddy, and that group should come up for you. Now, if for some reason you are not on Facebook and don't want to do Facebook, I get it. I get it. In the comments below, could you put in all caps, I will be there Friday? That way I know how many to expect. You know, I'm not expecting very many, but I do know that there are a few that live in Halton, Bossier, and around that area. You know, if you just live right over the Texas line, that might not be too bad for you to drive. But I don't want anybody to drive like a long ways for just a little hangout, okay? But if you live close enough to drive to Joanne's on Erie Drive for this Friday, September the 20th at 4 o'clock, and you want to come and participate and have a good time, please let me know in the description box below. I will be there. Or go to the Facebook group and let me know there. I'm trying to just weed through comments. I mean, that's kind of, it gets a little overwhelming. So I'm trying to make it easy for me to be able to know who is coming, how many to expect. Me and Big Daddy will be there. And we would like for some others to join us. But, you know, not everybody that even lives close, they may have something already going on and can't attend. And that's perfectly, you know, fine. Just, we'll catch you another time. But we were hoping that we could meet up with some and just have a little party and have fun. So, let us know. We'll be back in the yarn department when you get there. But let us know if you're coming so we kind of know what to expect, okay? I appreciate you guys so very much. Me and Big Daddy are just looking forward to this and hope that, you know, some are able to join us. Okay, let me check my rows. 1, 2, 3. Row 4. Oh, I did that wrong. No, I didn't. Wait. I did. I skipped a whole... I skipped a whole row. I jumped over and was... Let me see. Put my stitch marker back in there so I know my last stitch. 1, 2, and that was the increase. This one was supposed to just be a single crochet all the way around. Yeah. That's what I get for doing too many things at one time. I'm so guilty of that. Yesterday, I was trying to do way too many things at one time. Talk on the phone with the post office. Answer an email with a company and set up a sign-in thing, and I just had so much I was trying to do, and I was like, this is crazy. Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, so Sunday night, well, I was going to say, me and Big Daddy have been trying to get it together to do a live for the members, and Sunday, I told him we would do it Sunday night, and he come in here and he said, you ready to do that live? I said, well, it's still kind of early. I said, let's wait a little bit. And I still hadn't figured out the best time to do it that includes other countries also, or I do need some help with that, figuring out what time. I'm Central Time. What time should, would be a good time that includes other countries? And it may be that we just do it at, different times at different you know, all the time, just different times. I don't know. Somebody help me out. If you're in Australia or UK or wherever, you know, that you might be, help me figure out what time my time is good for those places. Okay, so anyway, we were planning on doing a live Sunday night, and then my neighbor came down, which is little Zeke's mom. She came down to get some yarn, and so we went in the yarn room, and she picked out some yarn for some projects she wants to do, and I picked out yarn for projects I want to work on too, and things like that. And so we just talked yarn and projects and stuff like that. And she does have a little crochet class at Homeschool Co-op, and so she got some yarn for that, for her little class. And then anyway, by the time she left, I was yawning so bad. I told Big Daddy, I said, I can't get on camera. I'm yawning every few minutes. I tried to wake up, and I just couldn't. I was just yawning and yawning. I was like, I'm not getting on camera. Yawning like this. So, and then last night he worked late. And so he's actually got to work late every night this week until Thursday, because he has a big deadline, CARF certification, that he has to have everything done for Monday's D-Day. That is certification day for him. So he is working like crazy trying to get that done, all that stuff. And I hope he's not stressing out too bad, because we know what happened last year. On CARF day, he ended up, they found him laying out in his office floor and had to call an ambulance to come and get him. So we don't want a repeat of that. Anyway. So anyway, my friend down the road, her name is Erica, is Zeke's mom. I did show a project that she had done the other day. It was about a week or two ago, maybe I showed it. Her little butterfly garland swag type thing. And so, and she's doing some projects for the fair too. And so we talked different categories to put our projects in. And she had some projects she had done and was asking me, you know, like, what category should I put these in? And so we talked stuff like that. And she's got a circle vest that she's done. And I told her to put it on a hanger so they'll, you know, can see that it is a wearable. Because one year I did put a circle vest in, and I don't remember if it got third place or if it didn't even place at all, but I don't think they even knew what it was. They probably never saw the armholes and probably just thought it was a round circle and I was going to try to wear it. I don't know. So I told Erica, I said, put it on a hanger so they'll understand it's a wearable. And I have a circle vest too, but I think we're going to put them in different categories. That's what I was telling her. We don't have to put them in the same category. We can figure it out to put them in separate categories. Let me make sure. 2, 1, 2, 1. I'll put 2 in this one. This is one of the back flippers. So I'm hoping to get a good bit of this done, just so I will know how much it took of this before I go shopping on Thursday and Friday. That's going to be my 2 shopping days. for yarn, and then because there's some things I want to get once they're on sale, like that Sweet Snuggles is on sale, so I want to get some of that once. But I want to know how many yards I'm using on this. But anyway, let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now row 5 through 7 is just, no, 1, 2, 3. Oh, an ant. Big old ant. Carpenter ant, is that what it's called? I don't know. Have I messed up? 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. 1, 2, 3. Did I 4? I don't know. I better just take this back down because I can't talk and do this at the same time. I can't talk and do this at the same time, really and truly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. But row 4, I didn't do row 3 though. I think I might have done 2 rows of I'm right. I just did the single crochet increase. Okay, now I'm on row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 5, single crochet all the way around. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes I just forget what I just done. Anyway, excuse me. My brain was just flittering around. I did find my... Remember yesterday's video? I found my possum in a peanut, but I couldn't find my pigeon. And several people said, look behind Homer. It was over here behind Homer's legs. I couldn't see it because I have so much junk everywhere. That was funny that y'all have some really good eyes and could see that. I appreciate it. So I found the peanut. And then last night I was talking to my son Elijah, the one that's in Hot Springs. And I think we're going to see him on the 28th. And I was going to see if we could do a little meetup at Michael's up there on the 29th. So if you're in Hot Springs, keep that in mind. I know there's at least 1 or 2 people in Hot Springs, and I'm not expecting like a big, humongous turnout. Even in, Shreveport, I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 people, and that's all. So, I mean, yeah, I would love it if it was more, but it's a short notice, not a real planned out thing. So I'm just expecting 1 or 2 people, in each place. And that's good. That's good. That's a great start. I don't know if I've ever told y'all this or not, but me and my kids, we used to travel, and I would do homeschool talks, and I would show people different ways to homeschool. I did, I used to do this thing called lap booking, and I would go around and teach parents. This was for parents, seminars. I would teach parents different ways to do things and how to make lap books to incorporate in their curriculum and stuff like that. And then whenever our homeschool group here had forums, and we would have like a weekend homeschool retreat thing, I would do I would have several different parts in that where I did, you know, curriculum talks and stuff like that. And then me and my kids, we would travel different places, like different places in Louisiana. We would go and do homeschool motivational talks. In Texas, I went to Fort Worth one time in Texas. I went to El Dorado in Arkansas and Jackson, Mississippi, and did, you know, homeschool things, you know, speeches and speaking obligations and things like that. Oh, and yeah, I went to Baton Rouge one time for that. So yeah, I used to do that. And so I'm not scared of doing anything like that. I can get up and talk to anybody. Trust me. Y'all know how long I go on. I can talk and talk and talk. But, so I would love to do that with crochet and just take this show on the road, like I was saying. And I mentioned that to my son Elijah, and he was like, yeah, I've been watching van life videos too. And we got to talking about that. And I said, you know, I don't want to live in a van. Although if somebody, you know, has to, that's great. That's a good option for them. I said, I just want you have one to travel and then come back home. And so he and I were talking about different YouTubers that we watch and that topic. And then after I had finished talking with Elijah, Big Daddy was asking me something, and I said something about a van, and he said, are you still on that? I said, Elijah said, because I had mentioned it to Big Daddy, and he was like totally against that. And Elijah said, I'll give him a week, he'll look it up, and then it'll be all his idea. That is so true. That is always the way it has been. When you mention something to him and he'll, you know, he don't like that idea. No, that wouldn't work. We can't do that. And then the next week he talks about it and as if it was his original idea and he's all for it. And you're just like, wait, didn't I bring this up last week? So I told him, I said, oh, Elijah said, give you a week and it'll be all your idea to do that. And he just laughed. He knows he's that way. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, one more of the single crochets. Yeah, and even the pattern here says that you can stuff the legs or not stuff the legs. And I really hadn't decided which way I want mine. That's when I was going to just not close that one off yet, so I could see if I can get by with, you know, if I want to stuff it or not before I actually sew them on. And I'm feeling a little confident today in the amount of yarn I have for this. But I know that there's some on Amazon if I need to order one. I think I'd only need one if I need more. Because I don't want another, you know, I don't want an extra and then be like, well, what am I going to make with this? Which I guess I could make a little bitty turtle. Oh. What are you guys up to today for Tuesday? I started to say Taco Tuesday. This used to be Taco Tuesday for my family, and we would invite different families over every Tuesday for tacos. And it was an easy meal to fix. You know, you just kind of put it out buffet style. And then we would invite a different family every Tuesday to come and have dinner with us. And then it was just tacos, and we would rotate through our friend list of different families that we hung out with and stuff, and, you know, different homeschool families and all. And we would have Taco Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I got my 7. It said you can choose to lightly stuff the flippers or not stuff at all. Both look nice. Well, I think either way looks nice too. I kind of like it stuffed, but I probably am going to put some stuffing in here, but I don't feel like I need to stuff it just yet because it's really not deep enough. But I do have stuffing, and just to show you how I do stuffing, I pull it apart and let air get up in there, because when you pull it out of your bag, it's just this clump, and it's usually tight. I have already pulled this apart, but you do want to pull it apart and let air get up in there, because this is going to shift. Once it's in here, it will, you know, shift and clump up, and you want to have it even in there, not big knots of it. So I always, you know, fluff it out, let air get up in there, but then I stuff it really well. As you can tell, I've stuffed this, and then I took the stuffing out and put less stuffing in it. But I do like this flipper more so than just the round flipper. I like this one because it's shaped. I like that. So anyway, I'm not going to stuff it just yet because I want to crochet it a little bit deeper before I put stuff in there. And so I had a comment yesterday. I laughed. I was on the phone with Elijah when I read that comment. So yesterday I had picked up Larvae and showed her and talked about her a little bit. And somebody said, laugh my butt off, I've been thinking that was a mermaid sitting over there. They didn't know that it was a maggot. And so I screamed laughing. I told Elijah, and he's like, what are they talking about? I said, Larvae. You remember Larvae? I took a picture and sent it to him. He's like, oh yeah. And he said, somebody thought that was a mermaid? I said, yeah, because she's just seen it sitting on my desk. And she hadn't seen any videos where I actually talked about her. And he was laughing at that. And then we got to talking about my hork. And then Big Daddy had came in here at the end of mine and Elijah's conversation. And then after I hung up with Elijah, Big Daddy was still in here. We were talking. And he said, where did you get that hork? I said, Amazon. I said, they got some cool things on Amazon. And he's like, uh-huh. And so I said, I could make that. I could crochet a little shark and put horse legs on it with a horse tail. He said, why? I said, because it would be the coolest thing ever. And I said, he's like, nobody would want that. I said, everybody would want that. Who wouldn't want it? And he was like, who wouldn't want it? Oh. And then when I was on the phone with Elijah too, I did tell him to look up, and y'all can look this up on Amazon. Look up Funny Ugly Bear and see what comes up for you. And you have to like zoom in on the mouth and look at it really good. I had that pulled up, and Big Daddy had come through, and he asked me, he said, you need anything? He was thinking about, you know, something to drink from the kitchen or something like that. I said, yeah, this right here. He said, what is that? And he was looking at my computer screen. And I said, ain't that cute? I said, it's the cutest thing I ever saw. And he said, that makes me rethink any time you have told me I was handsome or sexy. You'll have to look it up, you know. Funny Ugly Bear on Amazon. Yes, Big Daddy said that makes him rethink all the times I told him he was handsome or Sexy, and I do call him Sexy. He is listed in my phone under Sexy. So if I was to ever tell Alexa, who is not even plugged up right now because Sassy unplugged her, if I was to tell her to call him, I would have to say, Alexa, call Sexy, and she would call him. So, yeah, and that makes it interesting whenever somebody says, hey, I need Jody's phone number, and I'll just, pull up his thing and like screenshot it and send it to him, and then it has his name Sexy on it. Yeah, I've done that a couple of times. One time my youngest niece needed his phone number. She wanted to talk to him, and I sent that to her, and then she was like, Sexy? With a question mark. Oh. But and then I have Elijah is under my phone, in my phone under Rooster, because he is a rooster. He's had that nickname since he was a little kid, because he's right, and he will argue with you. He will argue with you that sky is purple. I mean, not really, but yeah, we've called him Rooster since he was little. So he's under my phone as Rooster. And then Dakota's under Dakota. And then anybody else can just wonder what they're under. Sometimes I make up names for people, and they're in my phone under a name that means something. Nothing mean or nothing like that. Just, Elijah's Rooster, and Big Daddy's Sexy, and my friend Angela's BFF. So, yeah. But there are, sometimes it'll be different people, and if I know somebody else under that name, I'll add something to it so I can distinguish who that person is, Anyway, I'm sure I'm not the only person that does that. You guys probably do that too, huh? Oh, yeah, there might be somebody under their Mouth of the South. Anyway, well, guys, this is what I'm going to do today. It's Tuesday. I got a little bit of a headache and a little bit nausea, but I'm trying to get past it and, crochet and do my stuff. I want to do this back flipper and this flipper, and then I'll be able to judge how much, if I could get those two items out of this, which I don't think I can, but if I could, I think I'd be set. But I really think I may end up having to get one more now that I feel these. I don't know. But we're going to see. This is a challenge. And I'm just thankful that you guys saw that on Amazon and told me about it. And it is the same exact. And they did have some other colors, but they had 17 of these. So I don't feel like it's a big rush that I have to order it today. I feel like I can, finish this up. Because I don't want to order one and then it not be enough and have to order two. I want to see how far I get with all this before I make the order, so I can order one or two. Hopefully it's only one, and I feel like it will be. But also I want to work on this and get this kind of done so I'll have a better idea of how much yarn I need of a 7-weight to make more of these turtles. And then I've got some 6-weight yarn and some 5-weights, but I just want to get a better idea of how much yarn did it take to make this. And then I'll be able to, make some better choices. And I'm sorry, I know that people didn't like for me calling myself dumb in that video where I was joking about this. But what I meant was, it was dumb of me to jump on a project without making sure I had enough yarn. That was dumb. It wasn't smart. I don't know what else you'd call it, but you know, you need to kind of get a better idea of if you have enough yarn to make a project before you start making that project, and then you're like, oh, I don't have enough yarn. Yeah. I just felt like that was a dumb move, okay? Well, guys, I am going to get going and crochet on my turtle as much as I can today. I'm going to find something to watch. I did watch the new episode of Sister Wives. I finally watched it last night. It came on Sunday night, but I didn't get around to watching it until yesterday evening. And yeah, it was interesting. And so I'll be watching that this season. And then tonight, Plathville comes on. So I've been watching that, and I'll watch tonight's episode of Plathville either tonight or tomorrow. And what else am I watching? I don't know. There's just going to be a few new things coming out. It's going to be a new episode, new season of the new Frasier coming out. I think there's a new season of Bob's Burgers. And there was a couple more new shows that me and my friend Angela want to watch, or that sounded good. We hope they're as good as they sound. I can't remember the name of them now, but I can tell you later whenever, you know, I talk to her and write it down. I didn't write it down. She's the keeper of our TV shows, what we're watching and when they come on, because, you know, everything comes on a different day. But guys, okay, I kept you too long. I'm going to let you go. I love you all. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet or just to enjoy your life doing any kind of hobby that brings you joy. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I enjoyed chatting with you guys. Y'all mean so much to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and watching my videos and the love and the support that you give me. You just don't know how much that means to me, and I appreciate you all so much. Have a beautiful day, y'all.